How about we dive into Beller's bracketology? Selection Sunday, Dylan, just 1 week away, March 12th.
Fast.
Absolutely. It is
real
right
fast.
upon us. Our guy, Michael Beller, has been working hard on figuring out who's going to be in the field for the final 68. Let's start with the last four in. Take a look at these names. Does any one of these names surprise you, or do you agree with all these names?
No, I think, he's pretty consistently had Kansas State and Vanderbilt there. The two new that we see in that are safe, not very safe,
Yep.
but on the safe side of the line would be Syracuse and USC. And obviously we know Syracuse, helped by their ACC standing and the fact they've had a real big month and played a lot better. USC has some very quality wins. That big win mid-season against UCLA. Don't really have much of a problem here. If I had one that I think is the least safe, it would probably be Vandy.
Okay, so maybe they have some work to do in that SEC tournament.
And not a lot of opportunity to do it because of the weak conference. When you're looking at USC, Syracuse, and Kansas State, I feel like the ACC, the Pac-12, and the Big 12 are all superior with more opportunities for quality wins to add to the resume, something that Vanderbilt just doesn't have that the other three do.
So let's go from the last four in to the last four out. Those are Illinois State, Rhode Island, Georgia Tech, and Iowa. Any surprises here?
Not too much. I think, obviously Illinois State really needed to win this game to be extra short. They still could get in, but the tough part is they have no work left to do. They're just sitting around waiting, with the Missouri Valley Conference ending today. Them not only losing to Wichita State, and I think Wichita State had the better record against top 100 teams, against the RPI top 50 teams. So the Shockers were in. I think the fact that the Shockers won the tournament outright and got that automatic bid, I think they would have gotten that large bid anyway. That helped a lot of other teams out there. Illinois State, I think, is one of those teams that still may get in, but they need some help, and they can't further that resume. It also didn't help to lose by 20.
And how often do you see two Missouri Valley teams get in?
Not very often.
That's pretty rare.
Not very often at all. They have a sparkling resume.
Yep.
They had very convincing wins leading up to the final of the Missouri Valley Conference tournament. But, those wins, you can win by 20. You can blow teams out and show how good you are defensively, which they are. Illinois State is very good defensively. But I just don't think that's going to prove too much to the committee, beating middle-of-the-road Missouri Valley Conference teams by 20 points. When you go losing that other team that's the best team in your conference that's in the field, Wichita State, you lose by 20, I think there's a reason they're on that first four out. And I think in the end, if I had to look into the crystal ball, they do not go dancing, unfortunately. It'd be the first time in almost 30 years they go dancing. So
that would not be good news. We'll see how it all plays out with Selection Sunday just a week away. Dylan Gray